Welcome into the Ohio State Football Report. I am Tom Downey. We are back with actual videos, not just press conferences from the Combine. We're taking a look at 5 Buckeyes who were gaining some buzz before spring practice, according to On3, and having some insight into why those players are on there, including some insight from former players. Now, we are getting closer to 10,000 subscribers here on the channel. Help us get there. We're 421 away. You want more updates? Hit that sub button right now. It's perfect time with spring practice about 2 weeks away. First up on the risers, the breakout candidates, whatever you want to call him here, Julian Sayin, the quarterback. It'd be a little concerning if he wasn't getting plenty of buzz. This was the kind of the gem in the end of the 2024. I guess I can call it the recruiting class still, even though he was technically a transfer from Alabama, but he never really did anything for Alabama. This was just the timing worked out really, really well in favor of the Buckeyes. I would anticipate Lincoln Kynholtz ends up being the backup, maybe even transfers in the spring, after spring, I should say. By all accounts, it's Julian Sayin as the likely starter, then Tavian St. Clair as an option to at least push Sayin and have a long-term role there. Now, we'll spend some more time on this, but I want to get to a couple different clips from the NFL Combine of players who would know best. This is what Will Howard had to say on Julian Sayin.
Julian's one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've been around, and the ball just looks so pretty coming out of his hand. It spins prettier than I've seen a lot of balls come out of quarterbacks' hands, and he's got a real chance to be elite, man. I'm excited for him. He definitely is stepping into that leadership position, and I'm excited for him to take on that new role. And he was a little soft-spoken at first, but now this is his sophomore year, man. I'm excited for him to take that step, really be that leader for the team. And I mean, the talent is there, man, and he's put on some weight. He's done good things, and I think I'm just excited for him.
So again, that was Will Howard, last year's starting quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes, with plenty of praise there for Julian Sayin. It was not just Howard that had plenty of positive things to say on the likely future at quarterback. This is Travion Henderson, the running back.
Julian Sayin, oh yeah, he's gonna be a great quarterback, man. He's so accurate. And so he's definitely, man, I know Coach Day is definitely going to get him right. Just, continue to grow as a leader, continue to grow as a player. And so he's going to be really good for Ohio State.
So you got the quarterback, you got the back, all offering praise for Julian Sayin. How about a wide receiver as well? Again, we were at the NFL Combine in Indy. Plenty of people asking about the next guy up. Let's move to Emeka Egbuka, the wide receiver.
I saw the same thing. Julian's that guy. I think that I've been around a lot of talented freshmen, Jeremiah included, and Julian definitely falls under that same category. His arm talent is something that I've never really personally experienced at such a young age. So I think he has a really bright future. I'm excited to see how he develops, how he learns, how he grows stronger in the weight room. All that comes with it. So stepping on the field in college for the first time is definitely not something that's easy, but I think he's ready for the challenge.
The buzz, very real around Julian Sayin, and I completely agree. I mean, I know Pete Nakos at On3 had mentioned how much excitement there was around Julian Sayin. He's young. There will be ups and downs. I think there's a lot of talent here, as the Buckeyes kind of have a bit of a retooling year after losing so many seniors. So the pinned comment on today's video is this. What is your confidence level in Julian Sayin? Scale it for me from 1 to 10 in the comment section of today's show. Next up is James Peoples. And again, does this surprise anybody? You lose essentially 2 top 50 picks in Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins off to the NFL. Peoples is the next man up at the running back spot. Also, you got C.J. Donaldson. We'll just mention him briefly here. I am excited about Peoples. I saw some decent stuff in a very small sample size this past season for Peoples in terms of the impact and everything. But again, we got more Combine clips for you. Travion Henderson on the running back room for Ohio State.
Yeah, he's going to be really good, man. He's Coach Locke, I think he got the transfer in as well from West Virginia. Just that 1-2 punch with them both as well. They're going to be really good backs. And so James Peoples, man, he's smart. The way that he goes about his business, man, he's mature. And so, man, he's growing, just as a person and as a player. And so, man, yeah, definitely Ohio State, that running back room is in great hands.
There's no way around it. The offense is going to look different for the Buckeyes. Chip Kelly is gone. Quarterback 1 is gone. Wide receiver 2 is gone. Multiple offensive linemen are gone. RBs 1 and 2 are all gone. But there should still be excitement around the youth, like Peoples, who's got great size at 5'10", 203, and I think could have a massive year for the Buckeyes with the help of C.J. Donaldson. Now, we've got gear deals for you guys. The Ohio State National Championship gear is still available over on Fanatics. Go to chatsports.com/OSUchamps. That link will take you right into the Fanatics site with all the different gear, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and everything else in between. It's chatsports.com/OSUchamps. Go get your Buckeye Championship gear today. Let's go to defense. Eddrick Houston. Again, the Buckeyes losing all 4 of their top defensive linemen. Ty Hamilton could maybe be a top 100 pick. Tyleik Williams, Jack Sawyer, JT Tuimoloau, all going to contend for top 50 selections. Eddrick Houston, a former highly touted recruit, is likely next up. Here's what Spencer Holbrook of On3 wrote. The CFP is when he began to shine in the late stages of his freshman campaign. Houston was a regular in the D-line rotation, finding double-digit snaps in all 4 games of the college football playoff, including 14 in the nail-biting Cotton Bowl win over Texas and 11 in the title game over Notre Dame. Now he's expected to be a starter, and the buzz surrounding him is already palpable. Eddrick Houston, only had 7 tackles last year, but he's got really good size at 6'3", 270. I think will be a focal point of the new defense being led by Matt Patricia. With so many seniors leaving, with so many contributors playing, there's a lot of unknown buzz, unknown quantities, but also kind of fun unknowns of you don't know how good they could really end up being. I think Houston kind of fits that mold. So name a player you're excited about in 2025. Maybe it's Sayin, Peoples, Houston, or somebody else altogether. Let me know in the comment section of today's video what player you're excited about. Let's go to safety. Obviously, Caleb Downs already has the buzz. That guy's going to be probably a first-round pick, even though safety's often devalued. But Jaylen McClain also on this list. Now, I think there is going to be a bit of a battle between McClain, and we'll see what Malik Hartford's able to do and what the role looks like for Devin Sanchez at corner in year 1 as well. But somebody has to step up in the safety room to help out Caleb Downs. Will Howard had praise for McClain, saying he's going to be special. He's instinctive and a ball hawk for sure. The Buckeyes recruit well. There's just a lot of, we haven't seen him do it yet, and that goes for McClain. We'll end on a wide receiver here as well with On3, and that's Brandon Inniss, who, look, obviously Emeka Egbuka's gone. Innis is very clearly in line to take over all of the snaps and targets and catches. He played a little bit there. He's got a chance to be a top 3 receiver alongside Carnell Tate too. But it's not just the on-the-field stuff that Spencer Holbrook points out, saying, quote, the buzz he's earning right now involves his leadership and potential as a team captain candidate to watch. Innis was notably a speaker during the December 2nd meeting that changed the course of the Buckeyes season, and sources indicate he could be a captain this year for the program if he continues to use his voice in the locker room and during training this offseason. Before I read that, I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of hadn't paid as much attention as I probably should have to what Spencer points out. The leadership loss is an extremely underrated loss. You're missing your quarterback, your RB1, your RB2, your wide receiver 2, lots of different offensive linemen, your entire front 4 on defense, a linebacker, a corner. You're going to be missing a safety. Really 2 kind of corners at the end. You're going to be missing a lot. That's a lot you have to replace, not only on the field, but off the field with all those seniors taking their talents to the NFL. They came back to win a natty. They delivered. Now that leadership is gone. Some people, and I mean people plural, have to step up. And if Brandon Inniss can be one of those guys, awesome. Because if we're being honest, you need new offensive leadership. It's a lot to ask a redshirt freshman quarterback to step in and be the instant day 1 team captain, true pure leadership, and also take control of the offense with a new offensive system, kind of with Brian Hartline. So if you have some guys like Innis, maybe get an offensive lineman in there too, to help lead on offense, I think that would go a pretty long way. So I do want to give Spencer some love for kind of mentioning the leadership aspect of the replacements as well.